Okay, so the carbon cycle, it's made up of three parts. The three parts are respiration. Respiration can happen for both plants and animals. And with respiration, it uses oxygen, but the key thing is that it makes carbon dioxide. So that's why it's part of the carbon cycle, because it makes CO2. And respiration is the opposite of photosynthesis. That's why I said the equation is opposite of photosynthesis. So for photosynthesis, we know that photosynthesis only happens for plants, and if it is the opposite of respiration, instead of using oxygen and making CO2, it's using carbon dioxide and it makes oxygen. So it's literally the opposite of each other. And photosynthesis, again, only for plants. Combustion, that's just another word for burning, okay? And in order to burn something, you need oxygen to burn. And once you've burnt something, that black smoke that you see is usually carbon dioxide. So combustion makes CO2. So respiration and combustion both make carbon dioxide. Photosynthesis is the only one that uses carbon dioxide. So if you were to see the carbon cycle, a very simplified version, but quite easy here, you have carbon dioxide in the air. Now, carbon dioxide in the air, if it's used, used by the plant, this is known as photosynthesis, okay? So that's PS, photosynthesis, because carbon dioxide is used by the plant to make oxygen. So the opposite is going to be using, the plant uses oxygen to make CO2, so the opposite here, this would be respiration, right up here, because you're making CO2. This is using CO2. Now, we said that for animals can respire, so if animals are making CO2, this one is also going to be respiration up here. So animals making CO2 or giving out CO2 is respiration. Remember, plants can do both. They can do photosynthesis and they can respire. Now, once the plant dies and once animals die, they can make fossil fuels. Remember, your three types of fossil fuels are coal, oil, and gas. Now, when you burn fossil fuels, they're going to produce carbon dioxide. What is another word for burning? This here, it's going to be combustion. So when you burn these fossil fuels, or combustion, it's going to release carbon dioxide into the air. So those are your three main processes. So key things to remember. Respiration can happen for both plants and animals. Photosynthesis only for plants, and combustion is usually burning of fossil fuels. Respiration and combustion both give out, or they both make carbon dioxide, while photosynthesis is the only one that uses up carbon dioxide. So that's why here, CO2 is leaving the air and being used up by the plant. That's why that's photosynthesis, PS. The plant and animals giving out oxygen, that is respiration. Once plants and animals die, they can be turned into fossil fuel, and when you burn that fossil fuel or combustion, it releases carbon dioxide back into the air. And this is the entire carbon cycle.